Hi everyone, I really wanted to just take this time before we started your reading to let you know how so very grateful I am to each and every single one of you for all of the well wishes and even remedies that you guys have shared with me to help me to get better and uplift my spirits during this time. Honestly, I just ended up getting sick out of the blue and it hit me so incredibly hard. And so, of course, my first thought was to think, okay, I've got the coronavirus, which, until you get tested, there's just absolutely no way to really know one way or another if you have it or not. So, long story short, my husband and I ended up having to go get tested. And at the time of this recording, we're actually still waiting for our results. But just based off of how I'm feeling at this point in time, my gut is just telling me that I don't have it, that I'm fine. I've just heard from folks that if you truly do have it, that it's really unlike anything that you've ever experienced before. And to me, this really just feels like the regular flu, and it just hit me out of the blue. I just have a feeling that I've just overdone it, and it's really given me the opportunity to really reassess my work schedule. And so for those who have already booked readings with me, of course, I'm working very diligently to make sure that you receive your reading on time, which is why we've had to put personal readings on hold on my website until the 24th so that I can work through the bookings that I already do have at this time. So that's all for now, guys. Thank you so very much. I really just wanted you to thank you from the very bottom of my heart. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And so let's dive right into your reading. Hello, Libra. Welcome to your Love and Life reading focused on the second half of June from the 16th through the 30th. This is going to be focusing on challenges and obstacles that might be preventing you guys from coming into union or a reunion, whichever way that's presenting itself in your situation. It is a general reading as always, guys, so it's not going to resonate with every single person. Please do take from this whatever makes sense for you and let the rest go. If you're interested in your own personal private reading, as I mentioned, it is on hold through June 24th. You're welcome to go ahead and book it. It's just that it's going to be scheduled after that date, and it will continue to follow the same time frames. The natural turnaround time for basic readings is 7 business days, excluding weekends and holidays, and the full length ones take about 14 business days. So if you're okay with waiting and there is a bit of a delay in getting those out, then by all means, go ahead and book that. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. And of course, I'll include a link to all of the decks that are used here today, Libra. So these are the 2 card decks that I will be using. They're both by amazing women who have created some amazing card decks. They're both wonderful soul sisters. This is by Fire Witch Tarot. WTF is the problem. Really gets right into a situation. And this one contains quite a bit of dialogue. It's called the Divine Domestic Soul Connections Challenged Relationship Messages by Angelic Revelation 144. So Libra, let's dive right into this and see what is your first focus message. We're going to go ahead and grab a couple from here. So take whichever one resonates with you the most. WTF is the problem, Libra, when it comes to your connection. Let's grab this one here. Fix your goddamn crown and handle it. Because sometimes we forget that we have a lot more power than we realize, and that we're more in control of our situation, whether that's applying to your love life or just life in general. So fix that crown and handle it the way you know how to. Okay, let's grab one more. You wished for it, remember? And it's one of those situations where you got to be careful what you wish for, because you just might get it. So if that resonates with you, it might be one of those things where you wished for something to happen, it happened, and maybe you've got some regrets about it now. So fix your crown and handle it, whatever it is. All right, so let's add some insight from this deck. And this typically taps into the challenges of a relationship. All right, so let's take a look and see. Either from your person or from you, Libra. First one. Your indifference could be the difference as to whether I continue to invest in you or our relationship anymore. Okay, so if this is how you're feeling, Libra, maybe it's one of those situations, again, you wish for it, remember? So maybe you're having second thoughts, or your person might. Yeah. So let's add one more to this. Don't come back to me if you haven't leveled up. I knew all along that you had the potential to run again, but the intensity of our connection and my curiosity about it is what kept me interested in you. My boundaries are stronger now, and your old mind games will no longer be tolerated. There you go, especially for my feminines, I feel. Fixing that crown and handling it and letting the masculine know. It's like, I'm not putting up with no nonsense, so get your shit together, you know? All right, let's see what else is going to come through in this reading, Libra. Some pretty insightful stuff already. All right, so let's start things off with the Untold Truths of the Heart Oracle by Aquamoonlight. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Libra. In love and life for the second half of June. What is contributing to the challenges and obstacles here that are preventing you and your person from coming together? We have a runner here. Okay, they're running, ghosting, disappearing, invisible. So you might be dealing with somebody who has an issue with sticking around or just really able to commit to a partnership. And I feel for my Libras, you know, you're done dealing with that. And as that card states, your indifference could be the difference as to whether I continue to invest in you or our relationship anymore. And if they are also coming through as this runner, you're kind of at the end of your rope. We have only you, fixated, attached, hypnotized, and then we have secret admirer. So you might have a secret admirer out there, Libra, who is coming through with this fixated energy. Secret admirer, suppression, resistance, shyness. So they're definitely not coming towards you to let you know that they're interested. And then you've got somebody else coming in here who's a runner. Interesting. We have purifying, purge, healing, clean energy. So maybe at this time, Libra, you're just trying to purify your energy. Do a little bit of energetic and soul energy clearance here. Especially if this person has really affected your spirit, your personality, your attitude, just everything about how you've been able to handle the situation here. And it's time to truly clean house, to just purge people out of your life that no longer serve a purpose there. People, negative energy, past baggage, whatever it is that you got to let go of. It's time. And by doing that, that's what's going to start that healing process here. We also have clashing coming through, differences, incompatibility, and conflict. So very much tied into the messages presenting itself here, truly. What you once wished for, Libra, you're now clashing with this person and somebody's ghosting you more than likely, or you're ghosting them. I'm also getting this for some of you. You're not really wanting to be found, so to speak, by this secret admirer. Maybe you're just really wanting some time to yourself right now. So you're kind of pulling that invisible disappearing act here. That's for some of you. But I really do feel for the majority, you're dealing with somebody that is very difficult to track down. They are coming through as a runner here, and they might have ghosted you here. There are always consequences to our actions, you know, karma, destiny, cause and effect. And maybe your person is paying for their consequences now. Maybe karma has finally gotten to them, you know? We have apprehensive, guarded, cautious, afraid. This could certainly be you, Libra. You know, just really guarding your heart, guarding your energy. Being very cautious as to how to proceed, how to move forward. And this taps into fear, you know, just afraid to get hurt, afraid to extend yourself to somebody that perhaps you're just not sure whether they can follow through. And as this card states, don't come back to me if you haven't leveled up. Because it does say you saw from the beginning that they had the potential, but if they didn't take any sort of action to be able to rise up to that potential, you know, and they are coming through as this runner energy here. You gave them a chance and perhaps they failed. They failed you. But let's add to this and let's see what else. This is the Pining Rose Volume 2 Twin Flame Ascension deck by Calico Moon. Oh no, I'm sorry. This is her Pining Rose Love Oracle. I'm getting my decks mixed up here. This is by my friend Amy of Calico Moon. All right, Libra, let's see what else. What else needs to come through here in love and life for the second half of June? Accidental love for me could be representative of a third-party situation or two people who may have just started off as friends. It's one of those situations where you started off as friends, turned into something more. We have Be Mine. Whoever is fixated on you, Libra, whether it's a secret admirer, whether it is this person who is ghosting you, even though they've ghosted you, there's still a part of them that still wants you. There's this energy that they want to come back, they want to be a part of your life. Whoops. I wasn't even meaning to pull that one, but it fell out of the deck, as you can see. We've got hurt. That could be your vibe right there, Libra, that you are hurt, which is why you're apprehensive, you're afraid and guarded to open up your heart right now. But you know, what I pick up from this first message, fix your goddamn crown and handle it. This is you dusting yourself off and standing up and just moving forward, taking that first step to create that healing for yourself. Healing that broken heart, healing the pain. This was the card that I was reaching for, and that hurt card actually flew out. Seduced. This person could have come in, again, as friends, and somehow they were able to seduce you into something more, a relationship that ended up going to the next level. And it could have been them coming through with that energy that they wished for you guys to come together, and maybe once you guys did, they had regrets about that, realized that you guys were too different and that were actually incompatible, and so now they're ghosting you and that they've disappeared. And we've got alone, followed by unfaithful. Look at this. Followed by passion. Okay, this to me is somebody who just goes after people probably just for the physical connection here and nothing more than that. And because of the way they treated you, Libra, you know, you're now coming through saying, do not come back to me unless you've got your crap together, unless you have leveled up to come towards me as a better person. Because what you're wanting here is something way more than what they were able to offer you to begin with. I mean, the intimacy, those physical moments that you guys have had together, I mean, that could have been great, but it's what you're looking for here ultimately is something way more than just that. You want the love. You want them to be able to fulfill you. You want that emotional connection with this person. And I'm just feeling here that they're not able to offer that to you, which is why they're running. And we've got two cards here, you know, talking about running. All right, so let's add to this with some tarot messages. This is the Psychic Tarot by John Holland. Angels and Spirit Guides for Libra in love and life for the second half of June. Second half of June. And I've got a card flying all the way down to the ground here, or to the floor, I should say. It's not like I'm outside. We've got spiritual strength. This is the Nine of Wands in this deck. So the Nine of Wands is somebody who's wounded, somebody who's overwhelmed, somebody perhaps who feels unworthy. It's tapped into someone's grit and resilience. This is fire energy. Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. This could be your person, Libra. And if they were broken to begin with, that's how you were dealing with this person, as a broken individual. And so they truly need to do a lot of healing, which perhaps they have been unable to do that up until this point, or perhaps that's why they're ghosting you, to work on themselves. And then we've got the Five of Cups right after that, which is tapped into emotional loss. So what I'm picking up here, Libra, is you might have been dealing with somebody who was broken, wounded, overwhelmed, somebody hurt them, and so they have this pattern of hurting other people, and they're just not tapped into their emotions because somebody else hurt them. Maybe they could have put up some walls, that defense mechanism, so that they don't have to feel, so that they can just guard their heart space. That Five of Cups, it's loss, it's regret, it's bereavement, it's grieving the end of a relationship, it's grieving what's happened between two people. Disappointment in love. And look at this next card. We've got the Four of Cups, discontent and boredom, which is perhaps another reason why they chose to run, to disappear, to become invisible. They could have also blocked you on social media, Libra. So we've got fire and we've got water coming through here. Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. We have the Eight of Wands, accelerated motion right here. I mean, what I do feel here, though, Libra, is that they like you. I'm just not sure they have the capability of loving you. Not until they're fully healed and do work on themselves. Because again, you know, we've got this hurt card coming through here. So if somebody hurt them, that's the pattern that they have created. They tend to hurt other people in relationships because they themselves are emotionally unfulfilled. So I just feel here that they don't know how to fulfill other people. They have to love themselves first in order to be able to extend that love to somebody else. This Eight of Wands too reminds me of those arrows of love, and I feel you guys might have had a really good chance to turn this into something beautiful, but rather than working on the relationship, the connection, if they were in it for the best of intentions to begin with, instead of doing that, they're choosing to run away from it, which again, I feel is a pattern that they've gotten themselves into. And so maybe now they're paying for the consequences of running, hurting people, being unfaithful. My feminines, you're coming through as the Empress coming through here. Fertility. This is manifestation of growth right here with the Empress. This is very nurturing energy. Now, for some of you guys, you could have had children together or a child together. And now they're ghosting you. They're running away from their responsibilities. The interesting thing is, this is the Hierophant coming up next. The Hierophant is about commitment, a spiritual lesson that two people ultimately are meant to be. But the thing is, Libra, you can't do this person's work for them. They have to be able to do it for themselves, to learn whatever lessons they need to in order to realize that you guys are meant to be. So what I'm feeling here at this time is, if they want to run, let them. If they've got lessons to learn, spiritual lessons that they need to learn, let them. Because until that point, you're just dealing with somebody who's broken as a result of what's happened in their past, more than likely before you even came into their life. We've got the Hermit card coming through here. Some of you might be dealing with a Virgo. This is inner wisdom right here. This is withdrawal. This is somebody who's a loner. Could be you. We do have this alone card already coming through here. And I feel for those of you resonating with this, you've detached because they were unfaithful to you. They were unable to commit to you or really offer you the emotional aspect of the connection, especially if it was just all about sex, all about the physical and nothing more. So for those of you resonating with the Hermit energy, you're just trying to figure things out for yourself, wanting peace and quiet right now. Go into hermit mode, literally. Reflection, reevaluation of your life, your love life, and your life in general. But this is a card that brings people back together also. People from the past come back. Now we have the Strength card right after that. Power in this particular deck. The Strength card is letting you know that you have to have patience. You have to be strong and tap into your will to overcome whatever challenges are going on here. But it takes two people to bring a relationship back together. It brings two people to put in the effort. And perhaps Libra, you know that you guys belong together, but if they don't realize that, and if all they're wanting to do right now is to just run away from this connection because they can't handle commitment or they're not ready to commit, then you got to just let them go and figure this thing out. In the meantime, tap into your own power and figure things out for yourself as to where you can take your life's journey from here on out until they figure themselves out. And I really do love this card because it really is tapping into your strength, Libra. It's so fitting for this reading, and I will read it again. Don't come back to me if you haven't leveled up. I knew all along that you had the potential to run again, but the intensity of our connection and my curiosity about it is what kept me interested in you. My boundaries are stronger now, and your old mind games will no longer be tolerated. You're not putting up with it anymore. Libra, you're much stronger now. You've tapped into your strength. You know you have the power to create whatever it is that you want in your life, whether they get their stuff together or not. Especially for my feminines, you're fixing that crown, as that card states, and you're handling your business. And part of what it is that you're handling is healing yourself. Okay? Let's add to this with some romance angels. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Libra in love and romance for the second half of June. Yep, you deserve love, absolutely. You are lovable, and you are in possession of that Cupid's arrow, Libra, especially my feminines. We do have the wedding card here. So some of you guys could have been married to this person, or you certainly pictured yourself marrying them someday. But somebody who is afraid to commit is running away and is just not on the same page to be able to manifest this. A part of the interpretation of this too is if you decide to just go your separate ways and find love elsewhere, Libra, this is you finding your happiness. We have playfulness coming through to recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. You and this person could be very playful, very flirtatious. You guys have a lot of fun together. They could also be a player. That's a part of this interpretation for me. And there could also be an age variance between the two of you. But I do feel that you guys had a lot of fun together when you were together. Now, for those of you wanting to go in a different direction, we do have new love coming in. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. So despite what's happened here, if they can't get their act together, you're going to be okay. You've got new love coming in to your life, Libra. So it still looks quite positive regardless of what happens between you and this person that you're focused on for this reading. Okay, so let's grab some dialogue. This is the White Rose, well, it's Divine Love Messages by White Rose Guidance. Okay, so let's grab some dialogue from here and let's take a look and see what needs to come through. Either these words are from you, Libra, or from your person. So as always, take what resonates. And let's grab this bottom of the deck. All these cards, what do we have? Okay. Look at this one. I live for your smile and would die for your kiss. And, you know, maybe they've realized this after everything kind of fell apart, you know? And I do feel the intimacy between you and this individual that you're focused on for this reading. I mean, that part of it is coming through as very passionate. But if they're unable to deliver anything more than that, it's just not enough. I believe you. This could be your person coming through. I believe you when you tell me that you're not going to be putting up with my bullshit. I believe you when you tell me, don't come back to me if you haven't leveled up. You know, so they're finally getting the message here, Libra, that you mean business. And if whatever happened between the two of you, if they weren't believing you before, they believe you now. The next message, you are the answer to my whole life. Again, some realization that they might have come to after the fact. Next message, I am so sorry for not giving you the time and attention you deserve. Absolutely, because I really feel here, for whoever this is resonating with, they dropped the ball. Last one, I am electrified by you. Okay, so the fire, the electricity, the passion, it was definitely there. It's just that it needed to be a more balanced relationship, I feel. Which is why, more than likely, you ended up getting hurt and they ended up running. That's what I'm picking up from that. Let's grab some Lovers Oracle to add to this. Angels and Spirit Guides for Libra. And let me grab the bottom of the deck. There's a new beginning. Okay, this card states, you may not always understand why certain things happen. However, there is always a higher purpose to the events in your life. Through turmoil, a blessing will soon be revealed. I swear, every time this card comes out in a reading, it ends up being somewhat of a heavy reading. You know, you've already been through something painful. You've already been through the turmoil when it comes to this person. But it's time to make room for some blessings now. And part of that blessing could certainly be a new beginning for you, Libra. For you and your person, or you in your life, in your love life, however way you need this new beginning, it's on its way to you. A new adventure awaits. Embrace it and live your dreams passionately. New beginning, new love. So you've got some choices to make here, I feel, Libra, if you are resonating with this. But it's really important for you to go through your healing journey. Work on yourself. Go into solitude if you need it. And just have the patience to see this through. If it's meant to be, life will find a way to bring you guys back together. But for now, what I'm picking up is that your person might just be too busy running away from responsibilities, from love, from pain, from the past, whatever it is that they're running from, it's affecting the relationship. So in the meantime, focus on yourself. Take advantage of this purifying energy for you. Okay, I wanted to grab some additional insight from my self-created deck. This is the HeartSpace Oracle. We'll grab some from here. Take it, as always, for how it resonates with you. These words could either be from you, Libra, or from your person to you, the person that you are focused on for this reading. Angels and Spirit Guides. That was quick, that first card. Let's grab this bottom. This one came out really quickly. Just say it. It's like, just say what you got to say. You know, no holding back. If you've got something to say, just say it. I'm yours. So there's somebody out there who still wants to be yours, Libra. It is certainly your choice whether you want them to be yours again. And remember, you've got a secret admirer coming through here. Next message, I want you and only you. So this might be one of those situations here where two people needed to go into separation for this person to realize that, one, the grass wasn't greener on the other side. Two, they couldn't replace what you guys had, especially if they were unfaithful and were coming through with this discontent and boredom energy from the Four of Cups right there. And so what they ended up creating is this missed opportunity between the two of you because they were too busy being unfaithful and ghosting you and running away. And so now karma is here to teach them a much needed lesson. And then we've got, in the end, all that matters is that for one moment in time, all was right with the world because I had you in my life. I really do feel here that, of course, this could be interpreted either on your end, Libra, or your person. I'm just feeling here more so that it's your person that's coming through with this message, especially since I feel strongly it's you coming through with this message of don't come back to me if you haven't leveled up. Do not come back to me unless you are ready to commit, unless you are really wanting to treat me right. You're not going to be taking any more nonsense from this person, Libra. Okay? All right, guys, so let's close this out with some final messages from my Spirit Animal Oracle. We'll grab 3 from here. Angels and Spirit Guides, please. For Libra. All right, what do we have? We've got the Parrot Spirit. Watch your words. You know, even though this card does say, just say it, people have to be mindful of how they convey what it is that they want to say. And if what your person is wanting to say to you is to possibly repair the damage in the relationship, to come forward with an apology, however way they want to approach you with these words, they need to be mindful and be careful about how they say it. You know, because if it rubs you the wrong way, Libra, you might not accept that apology. You might not want to open up your heart to this person again. So it really depends on how they come through with what it is that they want to say. Koi fish spirit, there is always enough. This to me is tapped into abundance, that you will always have enough, Libra, whether that's finances, your money matters, just being able to put food on the table, opportunities, possibilities in your life, in whatever area this applies. There will always be more than enough for you. And one last one. Canary Spirit, sing your own song. You know, some of you guys might actually be gifted in singing if you relate to that. But this is also just letting us know that you got to just follow the beat of your own drum. You have to do what's right for you. You can't go after someone else's dream. You can't live someone else's life. All you can do is live your best life. Sing your own song. Follow your dreams. Do what feels right for you. Okay? So that's where I'm going to leave this one, guys. I do hope that if you resonated with this, that it brought you the guidance that you needed at this time. And if you're interested in your own personal private reading, that can definitely be accommodated after the 24th of the month. All right, guys, so thank you so very much for all of the love and support during this time that I've been out sick. I truly, truly appreciate all of the good vibes that you guys have sent me. And I'll see you guys real soon. Take care.